BlackRock this week became the latest major U.S. bank to leave the net zero ESG climate change cartel coalition after the Trump victory. Today's lunch alert is sponsored by the Patriot Gold Group. Gold had an incredible year in 2024. It gained 27% in value, while the S&P gained only 23%. The coalition was a consortium of banks and investment firms that committed to investment and lending policies that would retard global warming and climate change. And as a result, they imposed draconian limits on how they would use and invest their capital. Now these climate change companies and banks are leaving the coalition one after the other. The move follows the departure of the six biggest U.S. banks: Goldman Sachs, Wells Fargo, Citi, Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, and J.P. Morgan, all of whom have left since Election Day. Charles Gasparino of the New York Post, who broke the story about BlackRock, says that this represents a massive blow to the ESG investment movement. The NZBA, Net Zero Banking Alliance, was established in 2021 at the height of the COVID hysteria under the auspices of the UN. Initially, NZBA attracted 43 major global banks, representing a significant portion of the world's banking assets. The members of the Net Zero Coalition committed to transitioning to net zero emissions, basically rolling back human progress for the sake of climate change. They set out initially to achieve targets of zero emissions based on the data from global scientists, many of whom now dissent from their conclusion that climate change is impending and is going to be a human disaster. The NZBA amounted to a massively powerful banking cartel that pushed a poisonous set of incentives to harm human flourishing. Not only was it insanely destructive to human progress, it represented a series of initiatives that sought to undermine economic freedom and national sovereignty. This global governance aspect of the agenda put American banks at odds with the interests of their customers. An extreme ideological environmental policy at the UN was essentially dictating domestic banking practices, but no more. One of the effortless effects of the Trump victory is this alliance is falling apart, and now capitalism is free to act in the interests of its customers and of the economy, not in the interests of some globalist, centralized banking structure. Thanks for watching. Today's lunch alert is sponsored by the Patriot Gold Group. Gold had an incredible year in 2024. It gained 27% in value, while the S&P gained only 23%. And now in 2025, J.P. Morgan maintains its multi-year bullish outlook for gold. America's two largest banks are predicting $3,000 gold this year. Central banks and billionaires are buying gold in 2025. Shouldn't you? Call the Patriot Gold Group and get started. The Patriot Gold Group offers no fee for life IRAs to viewers of these videos. The IRA minimums are $25,000 and $100,000 for the no fee for life IRA. So call the Patriot Gold Group and ask for the no fee for life IRA.